Greetings! In this video we are going to discuss the proof of a fantastic theorem in geometry. The theorem called the Abel's theorem. So what is this theorem? You take a random quadrilateral, any quadrilateral, and on each of the sides of this quadrilateral you draw a square. And then you consider the center of each square. So assume that this is the center, this is the center, and we have this as the center and this as the center, and we connect the centers of opposite squares. Now the Abel's theorem tells us that these two segments, segment MO and PN, are equal in length and that they are perpendicular to each other. So this is Abel's theorem, and in this video we are going to prove this theorem. We are going to discuss the proof of this theorem. So we are going to we will prove this in two parts. In the first part we will show that the segments are equal in length, are equal to each other, and in the second part we will show that the segments are perpendicular to each other. And that will be the proof of the theorem. So let us begin with the first part. The segments are equal in length. Consider a triangle. Consider a triangle, any triangle like this, and on this triangle I draw squares on two of the sides. And I consider the midpoints of the squares and the midpoint of side AC. Midpoint of side AC. I connect H and J, and I connect I and J. We will show that Hj is equal to Ij. So let me take this diagram. Okay, so what we have here is this configuration which we have just drawn. Now I drop a perpendicular from H to AB like this, and I drop a perpendicular from I to BC like this, and I connect these 2 points. Our task is to show that Hj is equal to Ij. This is what we will show. Hj is equal to Ij. So this is perpendicular, this is also perpendicular. Now let me name this point. Let this point be called P. Let this point be called Q. PBQJ is a parallelogram because P is the midpoint of AB, J is the midpoint of AC. So PJ is parallel to BC. Likewise, QJ is parallel to AB, thereby making this quadrilateral a parallelogram. Now, since PBQJ is a parallelogram, PJ is equal to BQ, but BQ is equal to IQ. Therefore, PJ is equal to IQ. Why BQ is equal to IQ? Because of the following reason. If you take a square, consider its center, drop a perpendicular to a side like this, then the length of this side is going to be equal to the length of this side and this as well. So PJ is equal to IQ, PJ is equal to IQ. Likewise, HP is equal to QJ. So HP is equal to QJ. Same reason. QJ is equal to PB and PB is equal to HP. So therefore HP is equal to QJ. So in this triangle, HPJ and JQI, we have two sides equal in length, and we will show that this angle in between these two sides are equal. Now this is 90 degrees. Consider angle HPJ. Consider now HPJ is equal to 90 plus this angle. Let this angle be called small letter a. HPJ is equal to 90 plus small letter a. Now this angle is equal to this angle, because PBQJ is a parallelogram, and this angle is equal to this angle. So the point is, this angle is also equal to A. And in this triangle IQJ, angle IQJ is 90 plus A, same as angle HPJ. Therefore, angle HPJ is equal to angle IQJ. These two angles are equal. So what do we have here? We have these two triangles congruent to each other by side angle side test. And since these two triangles are congruent, HJ is equal to IJ becomes a consequence. So this is true. HJ is equal to IJ. So we just showed that in this diagram HJ is equal to IJ. We now show that further these two segments are perpendicular to each other. HJ is perpendicular to IJ. So here we will show that HJ and IJ are perpendicular to each other. So let me drop the perpendiculars. So this triangle over here is congruent to this triangle over here, is what we have shown. And as a consequence, what we have is this angle, let it be called A, is equal to this angle, and this angle, let it be called B, is equal to this angle, because the triangles are congruent. and this is 90 degrees as per the construction. So in this triangle HPJ, what we have is A plus 90 plus this angle plus B is equal to 180 degrees. So let me write it here. A plus 90 plus, let this angle be called delta, plus delta plus B is equal to 180. So A plus delta plus B is equal to 90. So this is, let this be equation 1. Now notice that angle HJI is equal to B plus this angle plus A. Angle HJI is equal to B, let this angle be called gamma. Gamma plus A. B plus gamma plus A. Now what we have here is this angle delta is equal to this angle. This is also delta, because parallelogram BAJ, and this was Q. Parallelogram BAJQ is a parallelogram. The quadrilateral BPJQ, I'm sorry, is a parallelogram. So this angle is equal to this angle over here, and this angle is equal to this angle. Delta is equal to gamma, because opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. So this over here is delta. Angle HJI is equal to B plus delta plus A, because gamma is equal to delta. But notice that this is nothing but this, which is equal to 90. Therefore angle HJI is 90 degrees. This angle is 90 degrees. So therefore HJ is perpendicular to IJ. It's perpendicular to IJ. So combining our two results, what we showed, that in the beginning we showed that HJ is equal to IJ, and then we showed that HJ is perpendicular to IJ. This is what we have shown so far. Now consider this diagram which you see on the screen. On this diagram you have a quadrilateral, we have a quadrilateral, and on each side of this quadrilateral a square is drawn. The center of the square is connected to the midpoint of the diagonal, one diagonal. So when we connect the midpoint of one diagonal, we have the configuration we just discussed. That is, in the beginning we showed that this is true. For a triangle, then we showed that this is true, that they are perpendicular. The same logic applies over here. This is true for a triangle, this triangle, and further this is true. So this is what we have shown so far, and we are going to use that to show that this triangle, let me name the triangle A, let this be A, let this be O, B. triangle AOB is equal to triangle COD. We are going to use that. Now notice that it is very easy to notice that these two triangles are congruent. Two of the sides are congruent, and the angle between the two sides, congruent sides, is also same, is also equal. I'm sorry. So angle between is angle AOB, and angle COD. Angle AOB is 90 plus this angle, 90 plus this angle, and angle COD is 90 plus this angle, same angle. So angle AOB is 90 plus x, angle COD is also 90 plus x, and therefore they both are equal. So I can put n is equal to sign over here. So these two angles are equal, sides are equal. So you have triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD, side angle side test. So as a consequence, what do we have here? We have AB is equal to CD. AB is equal to CD. And this is the first part. This is the first part of Abel's theorem, that the segments that connect the centers of the opposite squares are equal in length. Now we will show that they are further perpendicular to each other.